Hi everyone, my name is Sandra and I would like to talk to you guys about hypertension. Hypertension is considered the most common cardiovascular disease that there is. It could cause adrenal gland tumor, it could cause kidney problems, sleep apnea. Um, it's one of the silent killer disease there is. The reason why it's considered a silent killer is because you won't have no symptoms. You might have a slight symptom, which will be a headache, and you shrug it off and take a Tylenol. You would think it's a normal day for you, or you probably think that is because you're stressed out. Hypertension increases with activity, with any activity that you're doing. Is if it's a stressful day for you, if you're pregnant, you're stressed, your blood pressure will come up. Also, if you are using cocaine or drinking alcohol, that increases your blood pressure too. Over 70 million people in America have hypertension and do not even realize that they have it. In 1808, Thomas Young was the first one to diagnose a hypertension. In the early centuries, they didn't believe in hypertension. They didn't have treatment for hypertension. They started coming up with treatments in 1991, I believe so. 1991, they started having treatment for high blood pressure. There's two numbers that will make you to have a high blood pressure: the systolic and the diastolic. The systolic is when the pressure forces through the artery when your heart beats. When this pressure increases, this will lead pressure to death. Recommendations have been to lower systolic pressure. The diastolic is the when your heart rests between beats, which is less riskier. Every year the health department changes the status, but it's been already a few years that they stay with the same number. Adults, from a child to an adult, a normal blood pressure for a child will be 64/60, and for adult will be 120/80. Anything higher than that will consider to be hypertension. The higher the number becomes, the higher is and the riskier it is for your life. By following up with the primary doctor, the first visit that you'll get, and they see that you have a hypertension, that your blood pressure is up a little, they'll put you on a diet. And they'll put you on a diet for low sodium, which the second time that you'll come to visit, they'll see if your number is getting higher or lower. If your number keep continuing going higher, then they will put you on medication. In the old days, they didn't consider high blood pressure a disease. The president, they consider it a clean bill. In the early century, the president Franklin D. Roosevelt, he wrote on his diary that he had hardening artery disease. His blood pressure was 220/120, and they consider it normal. They consider it a clean bill. They let him go like that because by that time they didn't have treatment. They didn't thought that it was hypertension, that it was deadly. But then 3 months later, he died of a heart attack, and it was because he had hypertension. He had fatal hemorrhage stroke. When you left untreated the hypertension, you could have vision vision problem to see, heart attacks, is brought by lack of enough blood supply in your system. Also, you have stroke, kidney failure, which stroke you will have it because you have the blood to your brain is reduced. Um, Being hypertension makes your heart work harder. So at the same time, you will also get an enlarged heart by your heart working harder to give that pressure. Um, People have that misconception that you could have high blood pressure if you're obese, but in reality, it's not. Your family can have hypertension. Older people older than 55 can have hypertension. Overweighted people can have hypertension. People who use cocaine, alcohol, smokers can have hypertension. The doctor will put you on a medication, and the medication is considered Norvasc and hydrochloride, which Norvasc treats your blood pressure and also your chest pain. To avoid hypertension, you have to eat smarter. You have to do exercise, be active, avoid drinking alcohol, avoid certain medication like NSAID, ibuprofen. Those are the things that could get your blood pressure up. Lifestyle, change your lifestyle. Do certain things that will bring healthier for you. This information, I found it at WebMD if you're interested. And that's it, and thanks.